Hi, my name is Tammy Shelby, and my presentation today is about the Equal Employment Opportunity Act and American Disability Act. Okay, so that's going on work. Okay, overview. Today we're going to discuss the history of the Equal Employment Opportunity Act and Americans with Disability Act. We're also going to discuss what is a disability under the ADA, the 5 titles of the Americans with Disability Act, and 8 defining moments of the ADA. And finally, we're going to wrap up with empowerment effects of the ADA. So the history of the Equal Employment Opportunity Act and Americans with Disability Act, it was signed into law July 26, 1990. The law guaranteed Americans with disability unrestricted access to public buildings, equal opportunities in employment, and equal access to government services. The Americans with Disability Act protects 56.3 million Americans with disability from discrimination in all areas of life. The comprehensive legislation with culmination was a culmination of decades of advocacy and struggles. In the years since its passage, the Americans with Disability Act has been updated to broaden its reach and more effectively provide civil rights for all. It was also modeled after the Civil Rights Act of 1994, which prohibits discrimination on the basis of race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. What is a disability under the ADA? A person is considered to have a disability if he or she has a physical or mental impairment that sustainably limits his or her from one or more major life activities, has a record of such impairment, or is regarded as asymptomatic or symptomatic impaired. It also includes individuals who do not have a disability but are regarded as having a disability. And that is people that don't have an outward disability. So we're going to talk about 8 defining moments in the ADA. Okay, in 1986, the National Council on the Handicap National Council on and the National Council on Disability proposed the first comprehensive equal opportunity law. In 1990, the law was passed. In 1991, Titles 1, 2, 3, and 4 became law. In 1999 to 2000, the Supreme Court narrows the definition of disability. It excludes people who who uses mitigating measures such as medication. In 2008, the ADA Amendments Act becomes law and provides broad protection from discrimination for people with cancer, diabetes, epilepsy, and other conditions. In 2010, Rosa's Law passes, changing mental retardation to intellectual disability in most journals. In 2014, Achieving a Better Life Experience Act passes, allowing people with disabilities to set up tax-free savings accounts for essential services without losing government benefits. 2015, the 26th anniversary of the American with Disability Act is July 26, 2015. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Titles 1 to 5 of the American Disabilities Act. Title 1 is employment. This allows equal employment opportunities and benefits for people with disabilities. Title 2 is public service, states and local governments. This prohibits discrimination on the basis of disability by public entities operated by the state and local government. Title III is public accommodation and services operated by private entities. Public accommodations, privately owned, leased and or operated facilities are prohibited from discrimination against people with disabilities. Excuse me. Examples of that is putting ramps so that people in wheelchairs can get in and out of buildings. Also putting parking closer to the building so that they can conveniently get into the buildings with ease and without difficulties. Titles 4 and 5. Title 4 is telecommunication. Telephones and internet companies are required to provide services that enable communication via phone. Title 5, miscellaneous provisions. This covers a variety of provisions related to the ADA. The titles also provides limited certain conditions that are considered disabilities. Like mental disabilities where you can't tell unless a person has disabilities. That is what Title V covers. Okay, so now we're gonna wrap it up and talk about the empowerment effects of the ADA. So because of the Americans with Disability Act and its precursors, people with disabilities are in fact able to hold jobs and be contributing members to society. For employers who are projected to face labor shortages as the baby boomer generation retires, non-employed people with disabilities represent a valuable tool of human resources to fill those needs. For people with disabilities, employment has not just economic value, but important social and psychological values as well. Okay, and for the government, increased employment of people with disabilities help increase tax receipts and decreases social expenditures. Finally, as recognized in the passage of Americans with Disability, there are social benefits far greater from greater inclusiveness in mainstream society as the barriers facing people with disabilities are dismantled. I hope that you have enjoyed my presentation, and I hope that you can walk away educated from my presentation also. I hope you have a great day and a great rest of the week. Thank you. Bye-bye.